under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Report of any executive sessions held?
None were held.
Before public comment, I wasn't here, but I just want to commend everybody that was involved with the America 250 celebration here in Pottsville. I think it was, even though the rain, it was a little wet, I think Friday night went great. I think Saturday the parade went really well. And, everybody involved, I think, did an excellent job. From all the volunteers, from all the helpers, from fire police, I guess the state police blocking the roads and everything. So it was a very nice time. It was a very good kickoff for celebrating America. So I appreciate what everybody did for that. I wasn't here to be able to say anything. So I went on vacation right after. So, but I just want to make sure I let everybody know I appreciate everything they did. So let's move on to public comment.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. The audio is better.
Good luck.
I couldn't,
Now let's see if we have good video.
when I called in, you could hear it.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Molesky, Norwegian Township. I'd ask that you please refrain from any interruptions until after my 3 minutes. Today, I want to discuss Schuylkill County's use of state and local fiscal recovery funds, commonly known as American Rescue Plan Act, ARPA funds. According to the Schuylkill County's official report submitted to the United States Department of Treasury, the county received approximately $27.46 million in SLFRF funding. What should concern every taxpayer is this. The county reported more than $20.2 million, nearly 74% of the entire allocation was categorized as revenue replacement. Think about that. Nearly 3 out of every $4 received by this county was reported under one broad category and allowed spending on general government services. Taxpayers deserve to know exactly what those government services were, what departments benefited, what payroll expenses were paid, what equipment was purchased, what contracts were awarded, which vendors received payment, and which recurring operating expenses were covered. The public should not have to guess where the $20 million of federal taxpayer money ultimately went. At the same time, according to county-owned audited financial statements, the general fund unassigned fund balance declined from nearly $30 million at the end of 22 to approximately $21.4 million at the end of 23, a reduction of more than $8.5 million in a single year. That raises a few reasonable questions. If the county reported receiving more than $20.2 million in federal revenue replacement funding, why did the county's reserves still decline by more than $8.5 million? Taxpayers deserve an explanation on how these federal dollars and county reserves worked together. To help those understand this question, I have submitted a comprehensive right to know seeking the records supporting the county's treasury reporting, including internal county records, payment records, project documentation, correspondence, and all other supporting financial documents. When those records are produced, taxpayers will finally have the opportunity to compare those county tax reports with the underlying financial documentation. That is exactly how government accountability is supposed to work. One final point. The public has every right to ask one simple question. Under whose watch was the $27.5 million in federal taxpayer dollars administered? The overwhelming majority of these expenditures occurred during the tenure of Commissioner Boots, Hetherington, Gary Hess, and George Halkovich. Chairman Larry Pedora, you assumed office in January of 24. While those responsibilities for transparency now belongs to the current board, much of this spending and treasury reporting occurred before your tenure as chairman. On this issue, I believe it's only fair to acknowledge that distinction. This discussion is not about assigning blame, it's about accepting responsibility. If the county has nothing to hide, then producing these records should not be viewed as a burden. It should be viewed as an opportunity to demonstrate transparent, accountable government. Transparency is not optional. Accountability is not optional. Public trust is earned, not assumed. For too long, Schuylkill County has accepted good enough. Good enough is no longer good enough. It's time to have greater transparency, for stronger accountability. It's time for new ideas. It's time for a new generation of leadership, and it's time for change right now. To the residents of Schuylkill County, remember the facts. Read the records when they become public, ask the hard questions, and hold every elected official accountable. Then when election day arrives, vote accordingly. Our county deserves leadership that embraces transparency instead of resisting it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Okay, Matt.
Morning, Jeff.
Morning. Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. So 4, maybe 5 elected officials are not here at 9:35. I say maybe 5 because now there's a new ploy that they're doing is they're dropping their car off and getting picked up to go out for the day. Trips to like Hometown Market and other places. But they drop their car off here and get picked up and go out. It's amazing. You can't make this shit up. It's comical, it's despicable, and it's a blatant disregard to the taxpayers. There's got to be a way that you guys can prove that these people are in the courthouse working for the taxpayers. I understand it's salary, but when you're not here for 3 hours out of the week and you're making $100,000 a year on the back of the taxpayers, you got to go. That's just absolutely pathetic that you drop your car off here in your parking spot to make it look like you're at work. That's a shame. It's a shame that you guys allow that to happen. Miss Stevens, we're still dealing with that right to know. Miss Gaffney, she stood up here at this podium 699 days ago and claimed she was on FMLA. She has yet to come back and explain that because it's illegal for her to do so. So again, I'm calling on her to come and explain to the taxpayers how she was on FMLA when it's illegal. Has there been any update on the missing evidence that the president judge reported on months ago? Has anybody looked into it? Has anybody got an update on that? Do we know what the evidence is that's missing? Is it any current trials or anything like that? Please can answer that when I'm done. Also, the access to documents. Lots of issues with that through the Protonotari's office mainly. I'm being told that there's language in the contract that will not allow it to be changed. I don't know if her solicitor looked it over, if Mr. Dottie and his crew looked it over, but who voted on this to cost the taxpayers more money just to review simple documents that they were always able to? I'm not quite sure. I mean, would you guys pay for something if you don't know that's what you want? I mean, let's say you walk into Walmart, you want to do an oil change at your house. You go in and you pick up an oil filter, but there's no model number on it, so you're just getting an oil filter. You got to take it home, see if that's the right one. Are you going to keep going back to Walmart to get a new filter just because that's not what you wanted? That's essentially what they're making these people do, print off all the documents and not know if that's what they're actually looking for because they can't view it. So again, I think the people deserve to be able to look at these documents. I think they need an explanation on why it's not being able to be changed back to the way it was. If it was a contract that was rushed through, whose fault is it? This is important. There's a lot of people that rely on this for different reasons. I mean, especially in the real estate market, there's a lot of people that are upset about it, and nobody's getting an answer. Everybody's pointing the finger, and I think the public deserves to know an answer. So I appreciate anybody putting input. Thank you.
Is there any other public comment?
I'd like to make a comment. Going back to the ARPA money,
Yes.
I was chairman, and Mr. Hess was also here. We hired Mark Morgan Consulting Group to criticize for spending taxpayer money to do that, and we hired a consultant. Every 3 months, GCD was given a report that Mark authored with Mr. Bender, and we had no violations, and we had flying colors as far as our reports. So the TCD had it every 3 months audit in the whole program. I'm not saying the right thing, Gary, it's good. So we did hire a consultant, we made sure, and I'm not questioning your right to ask for that information, that's fair and right, but that money was all properly handled through that contract, and DCD did audit every 3 months.
What was the gentleman's name again? Mark Morgan?
Mark Morgan, the name of his company was Susquehanna's Consultants. Yeah, he was our consultant that I hired. He actually came in several times and gave presentations. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the meeting. Is there any other public comment before I move on? No, okay. Adult probation office?
Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Jeff Quincy, Schuylkill County Probation Department. On behalf of Charles Vigansky, Chief Adult Probation Officer, we request the Board of Commissioners approval of our contract with Psychological Associates of Schuylkill County, LLC, which is now operating under Integrated Medical Group PC, to provide counseling services as described for a period of 6 months, beginning July 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2026. Psychosexual assessment valued at $425, polygraph testing $410, individual counseling $100, group counseling $40, board appearances $200 now. Thank you.
Thank you. So then you?
Morning, Bob.
Morning.
Good morning.
Carl Rumble, Children and Youth. They were 4 items and an addendum, 4 contracts and an addendum. First, requesting approval of an addendum to the current agreement with the Banco International of Camp Hill, dated April 23rd, 2025. This would add their version 19 upgrades, the total project cost of $19,138.76. And the agreements each have a term period of July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027. They are with Percy's House Incorporated of Erie for residential services at $365.40 per diem. There's shelter services at $337.65 per diem, and transitional living services at $314.31 per diem. With Access Services in Fort Washington, Pennsylvania, for their rebound, in-home mentoring, and truancy diversion services, with a $24.50 per quarter-hour unit of service. And they offer the chronic absenteeism identification and reduction group program, and that's at a unit price of $10,080 per 9-week round of sessions. With the next agreement is with White Deer Run LLC of Torrance for their residential placement services per diems as follows. The adolescent male sex offender program, Cove Prep, is at $553.50. The secure unit adolescent male sexual offender program is at $750.49. Finally, we have an agreement with Corporate Security Investigations, Monica, Pennsylvania, for their investigative services with a rate of $110 per hour. Training services as follows. The investigative practice training is at $1,750 per 8-hour session. The interview techniques training, both of which are for our staff, are at $500 per 2-hour session. And that agreement includes no change to the rates, some slight changes to the program descriptions.
Thank you. President Huckrow?
Morning. Morning. John Reed, Drug and Alcohol, requesting approval of 2 items. The first is approval of a contract with Shore Youth and Family Services Incorporated for the period of July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027 to provide the Schuylkill County Nurse Family Partnership Program with a contract cap of $577,204. Second item is approval of an agreement with Service Access and Management Incorporated for the period of July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027 to assist the county with the operations of the Drug and Alcohol SOAR Housing Program with a contract cap of $150,000.
Thank you. Grant Mayors?
Morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, Commissioners. Cheryl Fuss on behalf of grant writers. Approval of revision to the 2023 CDBG program, moving $1,013.75 from the Schuylkill Haven Willow Street Park line item to the Schuylkill Haven Sailor Street Park line item, $114 from the Tamaqua Glenwood Street improvements, $114 from the Lafayette and Hagerty line items to the Tamaqua Hunter Street line item. Approval of a revision to the 2022 CDBG program, moving $866 from the Tamaqua Clay Street line item to the Tamaqua Hunter Street line item. Approval to enter into a cooperation agreement with the Borough of St. Clair for a demolition project at 516 to 518 East Hancock Street. Approval of a resolution to apply for the 2026 Emergency Solutions Grant in the amount of $343,245 on behalf of Schuylkill Hope Center and Servants to All. Approval of a contract for $5,500 with M&L Associates for preparation of an emergency solutions grant application. Approval to advertise for a CDBG street improvements project in the borough of Tamaqua Bids will be done via pen bid and must be submitted by 9 a.m. on Wednesday, August 12th, 2026, at which time they will be open. Approval to submit a request for proposal from a list of 3 qualified engineering firms who responded to our request for qualifications. This is for engineering services covering the CDBG 2025 program year. Thank you.
Thank you. Information and technology.
Board Commissioners.
What do you call it?
Connor Matson, Information Technology. Approval requested to renew the Microsoft license agreement with SHI. We're getting 550 licenses of Microsoft 365 G3, 550 G5 e-discovery and audit add-on, 550 Defender for Office 365 Plan 1, and 550 Defender for Office Plan 2 Step Up. 105 Exchange Plan 1 GC licenses. The contract is in year 2 of 3, starting August 1st, 2026, ending July 31st, 2027. That's my fault. Total cost of the agreement is $273,851.40. Immediate approval is requested.
I'll make a motion that we do the Microsoft licensing agreement.
Second. Any question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes. Mental health.
John Reed presenting on behalf of Elaine Gilbert, requesting approval of amendment number 1 to Appendix H of Service Access and Management Incorporated Purchase Service Agreement, increasing their fiscal year 2024-2025 contract to $7,167,218, a total increase of $287,921. This change is due to the final allocations that was received for fiscal year 2024 to 2025. Second approval is of a purchase of service agreement between the County of Schuylkill and Service Access and Management Incorporated for the period July 1st of 2026 to June 30th of 2027, which includes the Appendix H of the purchase of service agreement in the amount of $6,975,930. That constitutes the distribution of MHIDEI service dollars.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Engineering and real estate.
Morning, Lisa.
Good morning. On behalf of Solid Waste and Recycling, approval of a resolution to adopt the revised and updated draft number 4 of the 2026 Solid Waste Management Plan for Schuylkill County as the official plan in accordance with Pennsylvania Act 101, the Municipal Planning, Recycling, and Waste Reduction Act. The proposed plan is to ensure availability of adequate permanent processing and disposal capacity for all waste generated in Schuylkill County for the 10-year planning period. A copy of draft number 4 is available by request at the Office of Solid Waste, and each municipality has received a digital copy of the plan for review. On behalf of Planning and Zoning, approval requested to authorize the submission of a grant amendment request to Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources for the Sweet Arrow Lake and Frog Hollow Master Site Plan. The motion also authorized Chairman Larry Fedora to execute the grant amendment request letter and authorizes Susan Smith, County Planning and GIS Director, as a local project coordinator to submit the amendment request to DCNR on behalf of the county. And then approval of a land development improvement agreement to be substantially in the form of the county's standard development agreement between the county and the applicant for the preliminary final land development plan, Mach 1 Realty LLC, dated March 25th, 2026, and last revised on May 13th, 2026, which is located in Pine Grove, and to authorize execution of this agreement by the Board of Commissioners. The land development plan was conditionally approved by the County Planning Commission at their July 8th meeting.
Thank you. Person.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Jim. Mike Buchanan from the prison. We're seeking approval requesting approval to authorize an agreement with Trinity Services Group to replace the failing kitchen equipment. Trinity Services will make a $100,000 capital fund available to the county for the purchase of the replacement equipment. That will be reimbursed to Trinity Services through a restructuring of food service procedures and pricing. The replacement equipment will be installed by Hobart for an estimated cost of $8,750. Thank you.
Tax claim. Paul, you want to read tax claim? Read tax claim, Paul.
Yeah, on behalf of tax claim, approval is requested by the Schuylkill County Tax Claim Bureau that the Board of County Commissioners approve the following repository sale pursuant to 72 PS Section 5860.625. The parcel number is 36-08-0117.000. The owner of record is Glenn Patterson. Description of the property is 0 Schuylkill Avenue, West Monterey Township. Bid amount is $1,551. The bidder is Matthew Kropp. The parcel was previously approved by municipalities and school districts. The bid is less than the repository price, but has been approved by the municipalities and school districts.
Okay, thank you. Treasurer's office.
Commissioners. Lindy Ike, Schuylkill County Treasurer. Just one announcement, there is a Stop the Bus box in the Treasurer's office that was brought by Schuylkill United Way, so any donations for our children, I'm taking in the Treasurer's office and we'll coordinate that. As far as the Treasurer's report for June of 2026, page 2 with my revenue report, under the other revenue, I had issued a revised report due to the fact that there was a prior year journal entry made on June 9th. So the accurate income of magistrate fees, hotel tax commissions, and hotel tax is reflected on the revised report. The ending balance in all accounts is $103,600,984.83.
Finance office.
Good morning, Commissioners. An item on the agenda for informational purposes only is a budget adjustment for Public Works in the amount of $13,073. And then on behalf of Juvenile Information, the approval of the supplemental budget appropriation resolution for the current year 2026 number -17 in the amount of $800,000. Immediate approval is requested on this item.
Can I have a motion for supplemental budget 2026-17?
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Second.
No question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Human Resource Officer.
Good morning, Commissioners. In tax assessment, we have the transfer of Raymond Majorino to the position of field appraiser. It's coming from Children and Youth Clerk Texas 2 position, effective 7/13/26 at a rate of 17.5763. And in the Office of Senior Services, the transfer of Nicole Harmon to Aging Care Manager 3 from the Office of Board Secretarial Pool, effective 7/13/26. Rate is 19.72. In Veterans Affairs, the appointment of Victoria Spittler as Director, the effective date is 7/27/26. The rate is $65,000 annually. In the prison, the appointment of Taylor Swinehart, Correction Officer, part-time. The rates per the union contract, that's 26.4555, effective 7/27/26. And there are 3 informational items. In court administration, the appointment of William Amesbury as a law clerk for Judge Burke, effective 7/13/26. That's at a per diem rate. And the other court administration item is the transfer of Raymond Dorian to law clerk for Judge Hale, coming from Judge Burke, effective 7/13/26. In the District Justice Office, the transfer of Cody Stetson to DJ Assistant 1, coming from DRO Case Officer, effective 7/20/26. All appointments pending drug test and physical where appropriate. All actions involving salary or for positions being created are pending salary board approval. Motions are requested for the top 2 items.
Can I have a motion for the tax assessment for the Office of Senior Services?
So moved, sir. Second.
Any question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the next thing from last week's meeting. Approval of the Commissioners' minutes meeting for June 24th.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the Commissioners' work session of July 1st?
Motion to approve. Second.
Any question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by adult probation?
So moved. Second.
Any question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by children and youth?
So moved, sir. Second.
Have a question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve what was presented by engineering real estate?
So moved, sir. Second.
Any question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
A motion to approve is presented by the mayor. Just like the hearing? Oh, sorry. No, we did have that on the real estate. We're on there. Can we have a motion to approve what was presented by grant writers? We did it. On this question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes, and second. And second. That motion to approve was presented by IT. O'Connor left on.
So moved.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
That motion to approve was presented by 911 Communications.
So moved, sir.
Second. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes. County administration.
So moved, sir.
Second. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Human resource office.
So moved, sir.
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes. Is there any new business?
One item, Commissioners, is my apologies, it should have been added to the agenda. It is the approval pending contract review by solicitor of Delta Development Group for the RFP, successful RFP bid on the community economic development. I ask for immediate approval of that.
Do we have to amend the agenda?
Yeah, first you have to have a motion to amend the agenda to include that item.
I'll make the motion, amend the agenda to move the contract.
A second. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Now you have
Sure,
to,
all the relative information is available
Absolutely.
for the public for next week. Okay,
now you need the motion to approve it.
yeah, can I have a motion to approve that contract?
So moved, sir.
Second. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
I do also want to make an announcement. We had a bid opening this morning for the fall and tire collection, and that bid will be reviewed. We have 4 bidders on that, and it will be reviewed and work next week.
You know, when is the tire collection?
I think it's at the, it's in September.
In September, is it the end of September?
Right after the fair, I think it opens.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a reflection, 2 weeks ago, I received a call from our emergency management director, Sean, luckily the state police trooper was injured, and a little later, a phone call, he was deceased. And the story became very personal, very unfolding. I got a call from Kate Stoudemire, Mr. Stoudemire's wife, who's widow, who is a supervisor for Water Times and Boosie. She said, "You realize who got killed?" I said, "No, Mikey Bahara." I went to high school with Mike Bahara Senior, my classmate, with something our 55th anniversary this year for Schuylkill High School. Mike was a standout athlete, Dad was, young Mikey was a standout athlete as a wrestler. My daughter were in high school, just very, very, very troubling that this whole thing took place. I want to commend North Schuylkill High School for having that event there. It would have been difficult anyplace else to have it. All right, how many state police troopers were there? A third of the auditorium is 350. Those were the state police from Pennsylvania. The gymnasium was filled up with state police troopers from Texas, New Jersey, Delaware, all over the United States. So yes, it was a very, very, very touching. Governor Shapiro rearranged the schedule, came down and addressed the crowd. Wrestling coach, Mr. Weber, was talking about young Mike being the standout wrestler. One of his fellow troopers that he trained at the academy was a Northville graduate. What really hit home to me was I go to my beautician, Jeannie, and get my hair cut once every 2 months. Her husband Jeffrey was the director for the motor carrier inspections. He helped hire Mike. He trained Mike and served with him for 15 years. He said, "Boots, I lost one of my sons." It was just that devastating. So that whole thing just went from a trooper being injured to a deep tragedy. Like I said, I really appreciate that all the commissioners made it. The music came down, governor was there, legislators. So, like I say, it was just a very, 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 very beautiful honoring. And I understand that now Mr. Torchick and Mr. Orr are going to maybe name that off ramp memories.
Yeah, it was, I only met the trooper a couple of times, but he was a good guy. His send-off was, it was touching. It was that send-off, and I've never experienced, I've never had state troopers, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, was troopers from California there was troopers from Canada, there was troopers from Kansas, Iowa. I mean, some states, they had 20 troopers there. Like, not just one or two, like 20. And just the professionalism and the respect that they treated their fellow trooper with, and seeing all the community that was there, not just the dignitaries or people in politics, just the normal people, you know, from local stores and local things. So it shows how much of an impact that trooper had on people's lives, because it was all the local community, his teachers, his, you know, store owners, shop owners, everyone, that thing. So it's a sad situation, but his send-off was really something that was very memorable to me and very respectful to the trooper. It's a tragedy. It's an accident that happened. Sorry, it could have been it's a preventable accident that happened. But, you know, hopefully people realize, move over, slow down a little bit, move to the left lane when somebody's pulled over, you know, try to just be a little more vigilant and watch when you're driving. Trust me, we drove back from Florida, and it's, I don't know if it's just me or thing, but I was always taught you pass in the one lane and move back to the right. It's not that way. So just be a little more vigilant when you're out there, because it was a tragedy for his family and the county and the State Troopers Association. That's a brotherhood, and that really showed through his service. It really made an impression on me.
Well, definitely the outpouring of love of losing someone definitely from this county, definitely one that was out to protect and serve all the citizens here. Being a former mayor and helping to oversee a police department, one thing that you hope that you go out and they do their job no matter what day it is, night, day, holiday or whatever, that hopefully they go back to their family. And that's the thing, that they don't get that call. And a lot of times you never know if you're pulling a car over or where you're at on what you walk up into. And their safety also comes first. And that's what the respect of police officer and any first responder of what they're out there, whether it's fire, EMS, or whoever, of those things, they go up and beyond those things, and sometimes they don't go home. And again, it was a fantastic testimony to his life from young on up of being a wrestler to being a state trooper. And I know there's many other leaders out there that wear the uniform and wear it very proudly. So again, at home, we have our first responders, and again, fighting service, our servicemen and women that protect us around the globe. So those are the people we need to look up to, take care of, and make sure that they're taken care of and their families.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Yes, sir, motion adjourned.
Salary board. Look for any executive sessions.
Member Hill?
Public comment for salary board.
Good morning again, gentlemen. Chris Molesky, Norwegian Township. Just want to back up quick and just ask for, on a go-forward basis, if possible, under the behalf of juvenile probation for the finance office, the approval of the supplemental budget appropriations resolution of $800,000. Previously, there used to be supplements posted outside the door that specified what the $800,000 was. Immediate approval was requested. However, we did not have an opportunity to discuss or comment from the public. So I'm just requesting that maybe on a go-forward basis, there's more detail on what this $800,000 is, especially if it was a grant incoming, or was there monies moved around within the budget or within the $800,000? I wanted to address you guys before I maybe Glenn.
These monies were coming in from
incoming money for grant. And the second thing, I appreciate you guys coming up with your new gadget here, your new owl. So we're taking steps forward to be able to look at audio and video. Kim is the highlight of today's meeting. I have it in the back looking at, so you've been a figure. You guys are pretty limited. So I don't know if
Okay, so it's not turning, right? And so I was curious how it worked. I'm looking at it to see if it turns.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it turn yet.
But thank you for taking the movement forward and getting that addressed, and hopefully, we'll learn and we'll continue to go forward.
I was
with better
told the
for that.
audio is a lot better, even on, like, our voices when they, I guess when they stream it on.
The radio station.
PPA, I was told it's even better there. And when I called in, I could hear everybody. Nothing was garbled, nothing was anything bad, so.
So again,
We're
Kim,
trying.
you're the winner.
Yeah, so it's facing her, okay.
Thanks, guys.
Kim, don't do anything. Any other comment for salary board? Can I have a motion to approve the salary board minute meetings of June 24th?
So moved, Chairman.
Second,
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
yes,
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the salary board work session of July 1st?
So moved, Chairman.
second,
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
yes,
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Human Resource Office.
Yes, Commissioners, in the Election Bureau, the reclassification of Jacob Sobel to clerk typist 2 from clerk typist 1, the rate is per the contract, and that's 15.6910, effective 7/20/26. 3 items in court administration: create the position of law clerk per diem for Judge Hale, effective 7/13/26. Set the salary for Raymond Dorian as a law clerk for Judge Hale. The rate is 44.6002, effective 7/13/26. And set salary for William Amesbury as a law clerk for Judge Burke. The rate is $44, and the effective date is 7/13/26. And in Veterans Affairs, set the salary for the director at $65,000, effective 7/27/26. That's all.
Can I have a motion for the Election Bureau?
So moved, sir.
second,
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
yes,
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Can I have a motion for the 3 court administration motions?
I think if you want to take the first 2 separately, because,
Okay, first 2 separate.
Yeah.
Can I have the first 2 motions for the court administrations?
So moved for Judge Hales.
second,
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
yes,
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Judge Hale.
Can I have a motion for the court administration to set the salary for William?
So moved for Mr. Ansbury.
second,
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
yes,
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Judge Burke.
Any new business for salary board? Before we adjourn, I just wanted to announce that we did hire a new Veterans Affairs Director. Victoria, her resume was excellent. She's done this stuff before, so we have high hopes for that office with her. We had 2 really great people apply. Usually one always outshot, you know what I mean? You always know, with this, it was such a hard decision, it was unreal. But it ended up coming down to Victoria just because of her experience. We had 2 great applicants. It was a really hard decision. But so I'm happy with her coming on. So hopefully we can get some more help for our veterans here in Schuylkill County. That's a big thing. So just wanted to mention that. Motion to adjourn.
So moved, sir.
Retirement board. Report of any executive sessions.
None were held.
Any comments from retirement board? No. Approval of the minutes for the monthly meeting of June 10th.
So moved, sir.
second,
On the question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
yes.
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Treasurer Yike.
Yes.
Controllers report. Can I?
Good morning. Sharon Yakinchik, Schuylkill County Controller. The retirement board for June 2026. 2 members received retirements of $270,540 with a pro rata payment of $2,005. 2 members received refunds totaling $6,889. The market value of the retirement fund as of June 30th, 2026 was $200,508,188. As of today, July 15th, 2026, the value is $200,367,479. So we had an employee who was vested. Christine Fulton is rescinding her vesting status and returning to full-time status. And we also had 2 vested members elect to go into retirement.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So moved, sir. Second?
On question?
Commissioner Fedora,
Yes.
Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Controller Yekenship,
Yes.
Treasurer Yike.
Yes.
Any new business?
Motion to adjourn, please.
Approve it.